In the challenge for survival in society, a human may use blame shifting, which is defined as the act of attributing a personal failure to another human or event. Camouflaging as an innocuous behaviour, blame shifting is usually pandemic over a large area of the planet and plays an influential role in shaping the ecosystem of human relationships, sometimes even causing chain reactions leading to the eruption of disasters. Blame shifting is easy to spot. One prominent sign to look for is finger pointing. And you tend to find it alongside certain personality traits. Pessimists and narcissists are more likely than others to ditch responsibility for their mistakes. Blame shifting can easily thrive in a closed, small environment, but due to its highly contagious nature, it can spread in large organizations as well. Researchers have found that when people are exposed to blame shifting by a politician, they're more likely to copy the behavior themselves. In one study, participants were split into two groups and read a news clip about a failure of former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. In one group's clip, the governor took full ownership of the failure, though in the other group, the governor blamed special interest advocates for his failure. Later, when participants wrote about an unrelated personal failure, the group exposed to blame shifting were twice as likely than the other group to blame someone else for their own mistakes. Researchers called it blame contagion. When the spread of blame shifting is not controlled, it becomes embedded in the culture of a group and leads to lower creativity, reduction in innovation, and bad performance. It can even cause great consequences. The Columbia Space Shuttle disaster in 2003, for example, is linked to an outbreak of excuse-making and finger-pointing in NASA's culture over a period of time. Now, people shift blame to protect their self-image, but it backfires. Serial blame shifters are often perceived negatively. For example, research shows leaders and managers who ditch responsibility for their mistakes are ultimately perceived as powerless. But you can be better. With careful actions, you can reduce the prevalence of blame shifting. The solution? Take responsibility when you should. While it might hurt at first, ultimately it will help everyone problem solve, cooperate, and develop mutual respect. When it's not your responsibility, prevent contagion by being more intentional about what you say publicly and privately. So please endeavour to take necessary precautions and make sure you have the right equipment with you. Mainly thoughtfulness, intelligence,